The Millennial Gaze.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your girl May Money here, back for another episode. Happy New Year, everybody. This is our first episode of the year together. I think Katie did Katie's Corner a few days ago. But
sorry about that.
Yeah, but this is our first episode of the year. Say what's up, Katie.
Sorry, I've got a toddler playing with my stuff. What's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. No worries about it. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, what's up? So, yes, it is. Hey, Jazzy. Good to see you. It's been a minute. I feel like I've been missing out, even though it's been a week, but I don't know. Anyway, a lot has happened. So that's maybe where I'm kind of feeling like I haven't been here in a while or something, but here we are.
Just in the last couple of days, a lot has happened, and I have, it's crazy.
Yeah. So we'll definitely get through as much as we can. It's quite a bit. Yeah, I know. Just this year, 5 days in, seems crazy to me. But hey, here we are.
Yeah, this is even the last couple days has just been almost too much.
Yeah, I mean,
it just
like I said,
it's not.
Yeah, like I said, 2026. I hope we are geared in and buckled in. You got your parachutes and whatever, your survival, whatever, because clearly we are in for a shit show. And it's moving fast. So just make sure we're all ready for it. But we're gonna go over some of the stuff that happened just over the past few days. Of course, we're going to talk about Venezuela. Of course, me neither, Jazzy. Of course, we're going to talk about, everything going on with that. That's the main part of the story. We will have a few check-ins on a few other things here and there. And then also I'll tell you about what happened in New Orleans for New Year's Eve. So be sure to hang in there till the end of the show. We're going to get through all the and drudge through all the bullshittery before that. And then I'll make sure to share some of that with you guys at the end to end the show off in a lighter note. I don't want to drag you down and leave you with yay, we're going to war. Bye. Right. So I thought I'd switch the show around a little bit with the Millennial Minutes, but
yeah, this has just been
hot mess.
This has been just the hottest of messes. And
hot mess.
So, hey, Dally Oops.
So anyway, thanks so much for being here. Please be sure to like, comment, and share, and subscribe, and engage with us in the chat. Say what's up. Let us know what you guys are thinking as we go through the stories, and let us know your thoughts. And you guys know that we love you. So it's 2026, and we are pulling. Hey, what's up, Rich? One of my New Orleans friends that I met.
Hi, New Orleans friend.
So yeah, we're gonna just go through the show, and we want to know your thoughts. We got a lot to talk about, so just strap in, make sure you got something to drink, something to eat, smoke, whatever, and let's get into it.
Yep. 1 second.
I hope people understand just how serious and how planned this all was to force more women out of the workforce than any other point in history since the end of World War II. Trump has cut federal funding to daycare centers in every state. And all they needed was a virgin chud to show up at daycare centers either during off hours or with 2 men and a camera demanding access to small children, pretending not to know that the reason they're locked down is because of men like them. This was planned in Project 2025. And for the women who think this isn't going to affect them because they don't get federal funding for their daycare, they're going to be in shock. When you cut funding to the bare bones daycare centers, well, then they close. And then the middle tier, they start raising their prices because their wait list goes up. And then the hoity-toity fancy daycare centers, well, their prices go up too. And when women can't afford these daycare centers, they start to close. And then women can go back to these violent marriages that J.D. Vance is such a fan of. And then they convince girls in high school that there's really no point in going off and getting a career and an education because you won't be able to use it anyway if you decide to have a child. This is some handmade stuff, and it was planned. and it is an attack on women everywhere. I hope people.
Yeah. So just to catch you guys up, this is one of the many things that happened beyond the Venezuela thing.
I have
So
words.
if just to catch you up, this dumbass bitch, some rando YouTuber went to a daycare in Minnesota while they were closed, peeking all up in their shit, and said that accused them of fraud. And then that started a whole shit show to the point where, you know, now they started investigating Somalian people for fraud in Minnesota. And as a result, the fucking president of the United States shut off all funding for all 50 states until they can prove that they are doing like good practices and whatnot. First of all, don't y'all do that when you apply for the application to get that sort of funding? Don't y'all do the vetting then? So I don't know why we're doing that. But secondly, why the fuck does the whole entire country have to be a part of this, even if there was fraud or not? And third, all of that Nick Shirley, that's the dude's name, all of it was debunked. So all of that was just some creepy dude going and knocking on doors and being all fucking weird. He would not have been admitted to the daycare in the first place, even if he was like during open hours. But that's just the result of something that happened. So now all of a sudden, now everybody got to worry about their daycare and everything. I don't have children, but Katie, what do you think?
Okay, so first of all, Jazzy made a good point about the YouTuber. The YouTuber didn't do that out of nowhere. The Republicans in Minnesota admitted that they were helping him get information.
Oh, wow.
It's just more propaganda and lies. And as someone with a 3-year-old, first of all, like daycares and preschools, they have to be locked down. I mean, my daughter's preschool is at a church, and like, even if parents want to like volunteer at the school, you still have to get your like clearances, and you still have to get proper like identification to even be there during school hours.
Right.
And that's like preschools and daycare. So they, of course, they're not going to let Joe Schmo and his band of dumbass followers off the street just randomly into a place with children. Like, that's not a thing that happens. It's the same thing with public schools. You can't just walk into a school. And especially nowadays with all the fucking shootings and shit.
Right, which we'll get to. But yeah, exactly. I mean, I work at an elementary school, and I work in the office. My job is literally like I have a phone with a camera that connects to the front door, and that's really the only way you can get in. And I have to let you in, or my coworker has to let you in. There's only 2 cameras in the whole school that will let you into the school unless you have a key.
And let in, like you can't just walk in. You have to write your reasons.
And if you was really about the fraud and everything though, right, Katie, then why wouldn't you come back during those open hours? If you were actually really about the story that you're trying to tell and you wasn't on some fuckery, then you would have gone there at the right time and really been concerned about investigating some sort of fraud. But you didn't even do that.
Well, and with daycares too, like there's some daycares that I think are open till like 8:00 at night because you have parents that work,
right?
You have parents that do certain jobs that aren't normal hours, but like, don't these idiots that tried to go through their work like 9-to-5 jobs and understand that like that's normal business hours? Like,
I mean, I guess this place opened at 2, right? I don't know. I don't run a daycare. Maybe it's different for them. I don't know. Different for their community. Maybe that works.
Jazzy.
I'm not sure. I do know that daycares can be run kind of differently. They don't have to be quite as structured as like, say, actual like grade school. You know what I mean?
It depends on I think it depends on if it's in like a school structure or if a daycare is like, say, out of somebody's house. Like there's different there's different levels. There's
different ways and ways to do it. So again, this was just unnecessary. This is and also intentional. These people know what they're doing. They don't give a fuck about the kids, or the parents, or the people that will have to figure out a way until this all gets figured out, if it gets figured out. what they're gonna do to take care of their fucking children. But hey, thank that guy. I really hope he gets sued to like in oblivion though, like for real. Like he needs to be held accountable for that.
Lizzie brings up a good point too. When a student teacher comes in to different districts, because I have lots of friends that are ed majors, my husband's a teacher, the parents have to sign a waiver that their student can be recorded for like the student teaching purposes for the student teacher. And even like my daughter at her preschool, you have to sign a waiver that says like I can let my kid be on camera for like the website.
Yeah.
Like it's not, you have to be so careful with anything regarding kids. It is not even funny. So for this dumbass to think that he can just walk in to a place that he doesn't obviously have children in and just think like, here we go. No.
I really think I'm like, maybe he should be investigated. Honestly, he could have really gotten in trouble for lurking around with the camera while the school is closed and all that bullshit. Like he really, honestly, maybe he should be. Yeah, something. So anyway, so that's one thing that happened, and that's an ongoing sort of story that we got going. I don't know. I haven't heard any updates because of just all the hoopla going, but that's something that did happen amongst everything else. So I just wanted to let the audience know that, you know. So what's a load of barnacles? Straight up. What's our next blurb? What we got next here?
Okay.
Oh yeah, health insurance.
Oh God.
Like, comment, share, subscribe while you still can.
Premiums effective January 1st, 2026 under the Affordable Care Act are going to go from $24 a month to $1,473 a month and 3 cents.
Right now we're paying around $950. We will be now looking at a little bit over $1,300 a month.
What are my children going to do if something happens to me?
When it comes to healthcare, we have never, ever seen price increases like this. And we have never, ever been on the brink of this many Americans losing health insurance. We don't know what's going to happen, but let me tell you something. In times of darkness, in times of fear, we need to be the light and we need to show courage. It's time to stand up and fight.
Okay, first of all, Corey, why the fuck you don't know what's going to happen? Don't you work in the government?
Why is now suddenly the time to stand up?
Isn't anybody that should know what's going to happen? It should be one of y'all. Ain't you like a senator or something? I don't know. Last time I checked. The fuck you mean we don't know what's going to happen?
I guess
you better get to figuring it out.
Right, Jazzy? Like, I appreciate the sentiment, but his actions do not speak.
That's hella whack, bro. I mean, I get it. Thank you for posting that information. But yes, there are a lot of people being affected by that.
And
I don't have health insurance. I fell off of mine when I turned 26. But you know,
it's not even just people on the Affordable Care Act. So I have to get most of my medicines that I take, you know, for my mental health. I get in 90-day supplies, and usually they're about $30, if that.
Right. Right.
I went to get one the other day and it was like $45. And $15 might seem like a lot, not seem like a lot, but when you have to do that for like 9 different pills, it's a lot. Yeah,
no, it is. And then also that could potentially keep going up or maybe go down. I don't know, but we're not on any sort of like certainty or stability with knowing how much you're going to be paying. It could easily just skyrocket even more just because of the like just unstable foundation that we have with this whole situation. And so that's another thing. A lot of people are going to get sick and die probably from this. But I did hear through the grapevine that they are going into a session sometime within like the week or next week, 2 weeks or something. And I think they have some Republicans here at least trying to keep it the same way, not make anything better. But hey, I ain't making no promises. I don't know, but I did hear through like Aaron Parnas that they might be going back to relook at this.
By the way,
yeah.
You are rubbing off on me because I'm at the point where I see like these videos or I see these quotes or I see these words and I'm like, that's cute. Actually do something, then we can talk.
Yeah.
Jazzy,
I'm rubbing off on you or Jazzy?
no, you're rubbing off on me, but Jazzy brings up a good point. She says, I cannot stand this performative video stuff. Cut the making the videos for social media and do something. Like this is people elected these people in office for. Absolutely. Oh, wow. We're almost up at 10 viewers.
I know that this is like the most viewers we've had at one time. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. It's 2026 and we really are gonna like be here for y'all. So thank you so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we love you. But yeah, no, Corey, I don't want to hear no more be the light shit and all that bullshit, bro. Like I got plenty of light. Like we paying bills. We got electricity. You know what I mean? Like it's good. That's not what we. And then for you to get on a whole ass video and be like, "Oh, we don't know what's gonna happen." Just don't make the video, okay? Just don't. You know, just sit down. You sit down and shut the fuck up or do something.
Jazzy,
Like you cannot be in a place of office and just not do anything. You either need to make and choose a side and do something about it.
Jazzy, you are on fire tonight. She says, I can't take it. Even Congress got content brain is all about clips and cute editing and emotional music. Like, what is this crap? I think that they are trying to make up for what these crazy MAGA influencers, I think, have done for like at least the last 4 years. And they're trying to be like them. And it's at the point now where it's like, okay, too little, too late. Actions speak louder than words.
I'm liking feisty Jazzy tonight. Yeah, keep it up. That's the Jazzy I want 2026.
They're disconnected from reality, she says.
Mm-hmm. No.
And
we'll get into that. Here's our next doodad before we get into Venezuela.
We have some serious news right now. There have now been 6 mass shootings in less than 6 days in 2026, including 3 mass shootings in the past 36 hours that you need to know about. I made it my mission this year to make sure we don't normalize gun violence in America. So let's run through the statistics right now, according to the Gun Violence Archive. Today, there was a mass shooting in Louisville, Kentucky, 4 victims injured. In Colorado, Denver, yesterday, there was a mass shooting, 1 victim killed, 3 injured. In Indianapolis yesterday, 2 victims killed, 2 others injured. We also had the 3 mass shootings, 1 in Mississippi, 2 in Texas to start the year off. If you want to look at gun violence as a whole, just this year, 137 homicides, murders, or other gun deaths, 294 injuries. 3 children under the age of 11 have already been killed due to gun violence. 8 children between the ages of 12 and 17, over a dozen others injured. We are now more mass shootings than days in the year, way more gun violence than days in the year. I will continue to provide you updates because we cannot normalize this in the United States of America. So follow along for more and spread the word.
Are you like how can I'm sorry, how can anybody just still defend guns in like any way? This is now at least 6 mass shootings. And I've seen some people say like, oh, I don't know why they call them mass shootings. It's only a few people getting injured or die. Only a few. What? Shut the fuck up. No, like nobody should be injured or die, or I'm sorry, like.
I mean, Katie, oh my God. Oh my God. So last year it was like up 400 plus mass shootings total by the end of 2025. We're already still at the same pace here. Can we just like take a nap or something? What the fuck is y'all doing? Why is there like nothing on the fucking planet that you can think to do? Then go ahead and just shoot up a place.
Absolutely, Lizzie.
At least that. I mean, that's the least you could do. And that's like not doing shit.
Hello, Leonardo.
What's up, Leonardo? Thanks for being here, everybody. But like the least you could do is just some old like regular schmegular shit. You know what I mean? But no. I mean, these people really are just violent and evil at this point.
And
That's all you can
statistics
really say.
don't lie. Like when assault rifles were banned,
Yeah.
Clinton, gun violence went down.
And it's not like it's rocket science. You could go next door up to Canada. You could go next door or over across the pond, and they don't have this fucking problem because they don't want to live this quality of life. Why do Americans want to live this fucking life? I feel like this is what we chose. We ended up in this because we chose this. This is what we like to do, you guys, for real.
I mean,
For real.
if it's any consolation, I didn't choose this.
I didn't either, but like it just seemed like, yeah, they are. They stealing everything from everybody.
Yeah,
Literally.
again, this isn't
They
something that.
stealing people. They just stole a fucking president from another country.
And the thing is this didn't just happen. This has been going on for years, and at this point, so many of these longtime Democrats that have been sitting in the House and the Senate are honestly just as much to blame as these Republicans, because we could have stopped this so many times. And even all of the shit that's happened in the last year, we could have done more. And again, I say, yeah, Lizzie, I agree. I keep seeing posts all over that are like, hey, if we could.
No, for real. I said that on Instagram. Hey, Rich has a good point. Like, why do Americans have such incredibly low standards? Yeah, it just seems like we love this low ass quality of life, for real.
So have you ever seen, like, I think it's ostriches that like just put their heads in the sand when shit's going on all around them? Like that's what America does. And we don't realize like lives and other cultures around us. So many people, especially in rural America, because I saw it when I was growing up, they want to stay in their little box and they don't want to go out and like try to live or go and do other things. I've been to Europe multiple times. If I could live in Europe, I'd live in Europe. Like there is such a quality of life. It is so much more peaceful. It is beautiful there.
I would move to Slovenia real quick. I really loved it there.
I'd move to Scotland probably, but anyway.
I would go to Ireland, where with some of my roots. I've never been there though, but I've been to Slovenia. But I also will say, at least ostriches can feel when they're getting fucked, even though their head is in the sand. Okay, like your butthole. When you put your head in the sand, your ass is still out. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, bro. An ostrich at this point would have been like, all right, this is enough. We're just hanging out, just getting fucked over.
Somehow you've disappeared, and it's just my face, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, did I?
No, it was me. I don't know what I did.
Can you hear me though? Oh, there you go.
StreamYard's being stupid today. There we go.
Jazzy says, "Oh my, sorry. Did I ruffle your feathers, Jazzy?
Do we have to clutch our
language?
Do we have to clutch our pearls?
Oh Lord!
Thank you, angry army vet. I agree.
Oh, what did angry army vet say?
She just said right with you.
Oh, speaking of which, we got Leonardo. Thank you so much for the engagement. I'm having so much fun.
We're almost at double digits, y'all.
Yeah. Speaking of which, primaries all, we must get engaged and move the party further towards the people. Yeah, we will be talking about that. So hold tight onto that comment there, okay? Yeah. Are we ready to go to our next segment?
Oh, we got a lot to go on.
We got to get into it.
All right.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, you guys. It's going to get a little heavy.
Required by law to release all of the reasons for the redactions present in the Epstein files. Guess what they didn't do? Right. No, they did not release a single explanation. They committed an illegal act of non-compliance. They did not provide a single reason on the required date by the Epstein Transparency Act. And they were already unlawfully late on providing all of the Epstein files like the bill requires. And guess what? No fucking criminal punishment, as per fucking usual. So now we're just watching our president be a war criminal and pedophile right in front of our fucking faces, and nothing's happening. It's time for Congress to fucking do something. Yesterday, while we were all flailing over Venezuela, the Department of Justice was required by law to release all of the reasons for the redactions present in the Epstein files.
So, yeah.
I also just want to point out that they couldn't even redact them correctly.
Yeah, that part.
I knew something like that was going to happen. I knew it. Because I was like, watch them mess this up too.
I mean, if you're surprised at this point.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, then you're just not here. You know what I mean? But hey, so that's something else that was supposed to happen. So that whole, like, how long we've been here? 25 minutes was us just covering the whole as other shit that went on while we get into this other shit. So these people, and when I tell you guys that it was really hard to make this episode today because of how quickly the fucking news was moving. I couldn't even like send myself an email to be like, oh, I'm gonna put this in the doc for the show tonight without the being an update or some bullshit nude like 30 minutes later. And it happened for like literally 2 days straight. So I just kind of had to wait until the very last moment.
We know that's what they want, but we're still tired of shit.
Yeah, it's hard, and they're doing a good job at keeping us fucking having to be on our toes, and it's tiring, and honestly, and that's a good strategy.
And honestly, the thing that freaks me out the most is what are we missing? Because we're not getting everything.
Oh, I don't think I need to know what the fuck we missing. I don't need to know anything more, you guys. Like, I have enough evidence that this motherfucker is evil and he's a criminal and need to go to jail. I don't even want to see what was on behind those black pages because it can't be nothing fun to look at. I will tell you that. Maybe we are being spared from seeing some really traumatizing fucked up shit that we don't even want to see. I don't know why we just don't just be like, hey, we got enough, let's go ahead and use what we got, and I think we can work to figure out that you are who we think you are. You know what I mean?
Rich brings up a really good point. If rules can't be enforced, there's nothing to stop this kind of criminal conduct. Our system is unprepared to deal with being attacked from within. Absolutely. And it was only a matter of time before somebody like this came in and just said, I'm going to do what I want, have immunity. What the fuck can you do? I'm the president.
Why would you stop? Why the fuck would you stop?
Yeah.
But we have done fuck all to stop them. If I were an evildoer, I'd do the same shit. I would just be like, all right, well, they ain't gonna come get me. Y'all ain't gonna come. Literally, he's like, y'all ain't coming. Okay, well, I guess I'll just keep going on and just bombing people and robbing you and shit. Y'all ain't even gonna follow me. Y'all ain't even gonna like do nothing. Okay, well, that's literally what's happening right now. Sorry, I'll be right back.
When I heard about Venezuela, the first thought that I had in my mind is, this motherfucker is going to try to take over the world because he's just going in there snatching up leaders, legitimate or not. Like, I am happy that the people in Venezuela are celebrating, but I don't think their celebrations are going to last for very long because it's not like the leader they actually want is going to be in charge. But like, this guy's going to try to take over, this dumbass is going to try to take over the whole world.
Right. No, I mean, he's already, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and good segue, actually. All right. Well, thanks so much for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, you guys. We really having a very engaging night. So this is what I hope to have increase in 2026. So we love you all. Thank you.
Just a little quick clip here.
And so we shall go to war.
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what it reminded me of. I don't know. I had to share that with you guys.
I feel that. She had a really good. Okay, so this next clip, I was watching some of her live. I think she was talking with Wajat.
Oh, yeah, her live with Wajat.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I watched that one. It was really good. Francesca, if you guys don't know, this is Francesca Fiorentini, straight up homegirl. I've met her in person a few times through her comedy shows and some of her like live bitchuation room podcasts that she does. Really fucking dope, fucking highly intelligent, hella funny, just down to earth, just boss ass person. So yeah, if you guys don't follow her and check out her work or know about her, definitely someone in the independent media sphere, progressive sphere that you must know. So anyway.
Hey, did you see the news out of Venezuela this morning? Super exciting for a whole new generation that wants to die for oil. You want to be buried in an oil barrel when you come home in a body bag to your family? That'd be so sick, dog. You know, like Iraq and Afghanistan, that was before, okay? And this is like now. And you know, oil still, 25 years later, haven't figured out a way to transition out of it. So you gotta die for it. You should die. Other people should definitely die. And we're being treated as liberators. Okay, you're a liberator, okay? You're Simone de Budweiser, all right? They're so happy that Chavez is gone. And they're exactly like the people of Libya when Gaddafi was removed. Do you remember that? That they were happy for about a minute, and then it just devolved into different warlords ruling over different fiefdoms. But Iraqis, they toppled that statue. Do you remember that stage photo op? They toppled it and they were excited. And then they also broke into little warlording fiefdoms that were pitted against one another by the U.S. military for 11 years. Anyway, the next 11 years are going to rock. Woo! Hey.
Tell us how you really feel, girl.
Love, I forget her name, her cat's name. It's like Ramona or something like that. But yeah, yeah.
Wasn't it the death count now in Venezuela is like 80 people?
Yeah, it's like 80 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dalios, that was a pretty good one. No, for real. Like, it's the same shit again. Oh my God. And us millennials, oh my God. We just are never gonna see it. I don't know, man. We just gonna have to get creative and live life in however the fuck we can in the best way.
Before this is over, I'm gonna need a whole lot of serious therapy. Look at my eye twitching.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. My eye twitching. Like, and speaking of, if I can find my layout.
So yes, this is the progression. I tried to put it in as good of a progression of information for you guys as possible. I know you guys have seen most of all this stuff, so just covering it for you. So yeah, this is just a whole bunch of footage of just kind of some of the damage that was done, lives that were lost during.
Why was this necessary?
I don't know. These people are a bunch of murderers, man. Why are we so far apart? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, my streamer is being weird. Like,
it's okay. I can still help out too. What does it say, Delubes? Millennials are the ones to come up with the plan of resistance to. I'm sorry, it's hella small for me.
The resistance that changes things for the future. Yeah, but we'll never see it. at this
I
point.
mean, we'll be a part of the healing, you know, but we won't see the end of it. Like, we won't see no results. If we can even we got to get out this shit first. But at this point,
yeah, I agree. So so this comment and this user. So you're a veteran, and what do you? I really want to know what you think about all this, because my cousin's a veteran, and he's not. I wouldn't say he's MAGA, but like, I don't know. He has some very different opinions of all of this.
mm-hmm.
I'd really like to know what you think as a veteran.
So I met Angry Army Vet in New Orleans, and this hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, this wasn't even something to talk about. I think it happened like maybe 2 days after all that. So yeah, I would love to know, you know, the perspective of anybody that's a vet for sure.
And I know that some of like the veterans in Congress and the Senate have been speaking out too. And I mean, that's great that they've been speaking out, and we might talk about Mark Kelly a little later.
We will talk about Mark Kelly. He's on the dock. But yes, but this is what you're saying. Sorry.
I want to know what like everyday people have to say, because at this point, I'm done. I'm done listening to people in DC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with it.
Yeah, no, I feel it. And then also, like, the sad thing about this is that, and we'll get to this later too, this comes up later too, but a lot of like military people that did these things are gonna get caught up and you know, tried for unlawful orders and things too. So people that maybe accidentally did it or were not educated enough or aware enough to make sure to check. I know, exactly, but that's unfortunate, and a lot of people like that will also be held accountable for what they did, and it's just a shame. It really is. Yeah, let's keep going.
Back to Aaron Parnas again.
He don't sleep.
During the Maduro capture has risen to 80, according to the New York Times. This includes both civilians along with military personnel, along with individuals who had been guarding Maduro during the attack. Now, sources tell the New York Times that this number could actually rise even higher. We don't have the exact death toll. We don't have the exact number of Venezuelans injured. And we don't know the breakdown in terms of, okay, this is how many civilians injured. This is how many military personnel injured. But what we do know, we do have confirmation.
It's a little quiet, Katie.
Turn it up.
During the United States
okay.
attacks.
It's the video.
Find out more
okay.
in the coming days and weeks as the Venezuelan authorities.
So basically what he was saying was the death toll keeps rising.
Yeah.
And like the way that these dumbasses that get their asses on TV, like Keg Seth and Road Rules guy and Dump Truck Trump, like it makes them sound like it was a fly in, fly out. No, they bomb people.
Yeah.
Like, innocent people. And like at this point, it's not even a, well, what if they were this or that? It's no.
Who would have thought a fucking drunkard from Fox News would be such a fucking murderer? Anyway, but it's yes, that video was from maybe a few, like this morning or something like that, or maybe a day ago. So yeah, that was kind of outdated. Like I said, the news has been moving so fast that like everything that I found like was outdated pretty much immediately. It's been hard to be timely during this episode. But yeah, what we got next?
Let me see.
News that Aaron Parnas will not cover. The acting president of Venezuela has come out and said this attack has Zionist undertone. This comes after Maduro himself said in November that Zionists are trying to deliver our country to the devil. While this is happening, there is chatter from Zionists on social media outright taking credit for helping this happen. There are even Zionists who are saying strategically this is smart because now the U.S. has the oil so that we can go to war with Iran, because they know a war with Iran will disrupt the
I don't
whole
recognize
oil
this
market.
video.
Remember, you can't fight fascism if you're ignoring Zionism. And if you are following people who are ignoring that big elephant in the room, you are not getting information that will help you effectively fight back fascism. Follow for more information and go to catluminatimerch.com and get shirts like
That
this. And
video wasn't the one that was supposed to be on the link. I don't recognize that. I must have accidentally sent you something different. Sorry guys, that was an accident because that doesn't look familiar at all. That's the first time I've seen that.
Lizzie said that Trump put Nosferatu in charge of.
Stephen Miller needs to be definitely handled with all of this. Article 2, Section 4 of the Constitution, you guys. Once Trump is impeached, all of his whole administration, cabinet, all of them go to. So that's what we need to do. And I think we need to do that before the midterms. Fuck the midterms. I don't even give a fuck about the midterms at this point. I think we need to really do something quicker. Or other countries step in, kidnap the motherfucker right now. He either at Mar-a-Lago or at the White House. One or the other. Go find his ass and and all his little cronies. Get to kidnapping.
I think he's
it's all good.
I think he's back in DC.
Yeah.
So what in the hell?
Yeah.
The former president of Bolivia is saying that Donald Trump is the new Hitler of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a reader one. It's not like a video.
So countries around the world must unite to bring Trump and his allies before the International Criminal Court. Yep. For so many genocides in multiple countries violating national sovereignty and international law. Enough silence and complicity in the face of new Hitler who seeks to eliminate millions of human beings. Yeah, if that's not like some Holocaust shit.
Yeah, this is the Bolivia.
The former president of Bolivia.
Yeah, former president of Bolivia here. So this is getting into a lot of these.
Great. Lizzie says there is gunfire near Venezuela capital as of a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I bet. You guys, these Venezuelans, they not playing. Everybody around there, they're not playing. They're actually very angry about this. Keep going, Katie, because we got more. Sorry about that one weird video. That was a weird link because I did not put that video in the doc.
You mean keep going video-wise?
Yep, just keep going. Keep scrolling through. We're just going through this segment. Oh, this lady, angry as hell.
Organismos internacionales, ¿dónde están, carajo? ¿Dónde están? Todos juntos vamos a salir a defender la patria, porque esta patria es nuestra, esta patria es de nuestras próximas generaciones, esta patria es de nuestros hijos y merece que nosotros brindemos y ofrendamos la vida por ella, porque Venezuela es nuestra. Venezuela se respeta. Pónganse alertas, comunidades, porque no vienen por nosotros, vienen por el petróleo y van por ustedes también. Entiéndanlo, que ellos aquí quieren petróleo para continuar sus guerras. Entiendan que ellos aquí quieren nuestras tierras para poder seguir alimentando guerras. No son un ejército de paz. La hora de la tierra es la hora de la chiquita. Y aquí nos vemos, compatriotas, defendiendo la tierra. Esta tierra es nuestra. ¡Viva Venezuela! Este es un llamado a los...
She kind of made me tear up a little bit.
We need more people like that in this country.
Yeah, she kind of got me a little teary, man. Like, that's the type of shit that I love to see, man. Like, when people is just like, really ready to fight for their shit, you know?
Lizzie brings up a really good point. Remember, the concentration camps were in Poland, not Germany.
Yep. Yeah, but people are upset. People are angry, and I think we have just because Americans haven't had enough doesn't mean the rest of the world hasn't had enough of this fucking bullshit. Don't get it twisted, okay? Americans, we are not the only people that live here and on this planet, okay? And once people around the world has had enough, they're about to whoop our ass, bro. We about to get jumped from each and every side. Rightfully fucking so. We need a timeout. I highly suggest we get our shit together before we get fucked up out here. Oh,
yeah, this is did we talk about the connection between Iran and Venezuela yet? I don't think we have.
Oh, I mean, okay, so I will let you guys know this, you guys. Oh, the connection is oil. We all know that, but foreign affairs is so fucking complicated to me. It goes over my head. I really don't like having to have to study wars and shit because it's so complicated and it doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense. A lot of it is on purpose. It's not supposed to make sense because fundamentally it really doesn't at all. It's just senseless violence at the end of the day. You know what I mean? For money and greed. But I mean, the way that everything ties together and who has the resources and how you can do it. And it's illegal to do this and you got to do that to kill somebody, but you can't do that. If you want to kill somebody, you got to sign this form to kill them and get them. I don't know. It's just a lot. And the money and all the, I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just too much of a dumb, but
no,
it's confusing.
Brings up a good point. So she says this should not have happened and they should have reported it up. Problem is, who do they report it to? Kegs removed everyone who could have stepped in. Yep. They will be held accountable. Remember Nuremberg.
Oh, yeah. Like I always say, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they will. They'll be held.
When you talk about, Jazzy brought up the rare earth minerals. That's why he wants Greenland.
Yeah.
And that's why it's just...
I'm telling you, we about to get fucked up out here. Just because Americans have not had enough of this bullshit doesn't mean everybody else hasn't.
But what I'm seeing just on like Threads and Blue Sky and stuff is the rest of the world is seeing that this is not what we want either. And I think, and even though we're not as like big about our protests, say as like Hungary and stuff, like they're starting to see that it's like, hey, we don't want this either. We don't support this asshole.
Right. Yeah, and they know it. They know we're kind of in it, you know. As we know, they know that we got some goofies out here, but not everybody is like that. And I hope they understand that. I mean, that's the same with every sort of conflict, you know. But Americans, we are not loud at all. We crickets. We are fucking crickets. I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking no kings, nothing. Because once every 3 months with protesting on a Saturday, on a nice sunny Saturday, having a good time is not going to work. Okay. So until you got something better than that shit, don't come over here talking to me about no kings protests. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
All that. Nope.
Everybody else is protesting. Where the fuck we at?
And I just want to point out that the French already don't really like the United States, so I'm pretty sure that if they have any chance to protest, they will.
Oh, yeah. And there was also some updates about, I think he might mention it in this next clip, but like Greenland and then there's a whole UN meeting. And yeah, just keep going. It said, let's see what our commenters are saying before we play this one. We got Leonardo over here saying, I hear that lack of faith, but we overcome TMG. I have no doubt our biggest deficit and weakness as a people is not believing we can overcome this. No, I agree with you. I'm not saying we can't overcome, but
Oh yeah.
I always will say that
I think it's
can
just
we
very
overcome the reality that we're living in? Because a lot of the times I feel like we're not engaging with the things that are actually in front of us. I feel like, you know what I mean?
I
And so
think one of the problems is too is that there's so many people in this country not accepting the reality that we are living in.
exactly.
And that's the first part of it that so many people need to accept.
Yeah. Yeah. Ditto. Yeah. I think we were right on the same page there. Let me go grab one more tissue. Go ahead and run this clip.
What Ben has to say.
Is losing it this morning as an emergency United Nations Security Council meeting has been called into session. Donald Trump is making post after post while this United Nations Security Council meeting is taking place. Trump is posting about the 2020 election, and he continues to spread 2020 election lies, saying that the election was stolen from him. At the same time, the Security Council meeting is taking place, where we're hearing from Michael Waltz, Donald Trump's ambassador to the United Nations, who's saying that the Western Hemisphere should be controlled by the United States. And the reason that we invaded Venezuela was to take their resources, and we are going to assert the same type of right across the Western Hemisphere. There's no mention of the UN Charter. There's no mention of sovereignty. This is just utter imperialistic, raw. You hear it for yourself. Listen to what Michael Waltz has to say. Here, play this clip.
As Secretary Rubio stated just yesterday, this is the Western Hemisphere. This is where we live. And we're not going to allow the Western Hemisphere to be used as a base of operation for our nation's adversaries and competitors and rivals of the United States. You can't turn Venezuela into the operating hub for Iran, for Hezbollah, for gangs, for Cuban intelligence agents, and other malign actors that control that country. You cannot continue to have the largest energy reserves in the world under the control of adversaries of the United States, under the control of illegitimate leaders, and not benefiting the people of Venezuela, and stolen by a handful of oligarchs inside of Venezuela. But it does.
Then the ambassador to the United Nations from the United States, Michael Waltz, said there was actually no war against Venezuela. He said it was just a law enforcement operation. Why is everybody calling this a war? Here, play this clip.
Oh, God.
Colleagues, the United States successfully carried out a surgical law enforcement operation facilitated by the U.S. military against two indicted fugitives of American justice, narco-terrorist Nicolas Maduro and Celia Flores. Colleagues, Nicolas Maduro is responsible for attacks on the people of the United States, for destabilizing the Western Hemisphere, and illegitimately repressing the people of Venezuela. As Secretary Rubio has said, there is no war against Venezuela.
Whoa! Boo this man!
I have fucking had it from top to bottom.
Like, this is like,
I don't even know.
The interview with Stephanopoulos and Marco Rubio. There is, if you look at Marco Rubio, there is no soul left in that man.
Oh my God. Oh, I saw, I forget what video I was watching. Ooh, Lord, he looked rough. He got like 12 jobs.
Well, now between him and what's his face, Stephen Miller, like they're in charge of Venezuela. Why are we trying to be in charge of another country when we can't even take care of the people here?
These people can't even run the back of their fucking shoes, okay?
We've officially, by the way, hit double digits on our...
Yay, it's our first double-digit stream. I'm going to remember this day. Oh, it went back to 9. Yay, but I synced it with my eyes. Yeah, see, there we go. Thank you. I needed some confetti.
Yeah.
But yes, this is just the hottest mess. And then everybody else in the room is sitting there like this. Like, bitch, like
Well, the
please.
people, so they were at the United Nations Council, and a lot of those people have those translators in their ears, so it takes them a little bit to.
But that's okay. But they're still like, you can see on their face that this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, like they're just like, why am I here?
Do you have the this is a load of barnacles? Do you have them?
This is a load of barnacles.
Or this one.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Oh, Leo, thanks for coming through. We're always here, and you know where to find us anytime. But thanks so much for being here. It was a pleasure.
Side note: Stephen Miller and his wife look like siblings, and they're respawning again.
Lizzie.
Like, why?
Ooh.
I feel like between the Millers and Caroline Levitt, it's like two devil butt babies are coming into the world.
Them butt babies is coming out.
Them Satan butt babies. I'm convinced they're siblings. They do. Their vocal inflections are exactly the same. And it's really scary. Anyway.
Let's keep going.
Two countries have just now announced travel bans on U.S. citizens in direct response to Trump's new travel ban. Earlier this month, Trump expanded visa restrictions on 39 countries, with full and partial bans set to take effect January 1st, 2026. The White House says it's about security, but now other countries are responding with one word: reciprocity. Mali and Burkina Faso have both confirmed they're banning Americans from entering their countries, saying U.S. citizens will now face the same restrictions their citizens face trying to enter the United States. Mali's foreign ministry made it explicit: if their citizens are restricted, Americans will be too. Burkina Faso echoed the same reasoning. And they're not alone. Niger has gone even further, announcing a permanent ban on visas and entry for all U.S. nationals. Chad also suspended visas for Americans earlier this year after landing on an earlier U.S. ban list. So while the administration frames this as protecting Americans, the real world results is Americans losing access abroad, country by country. And January 1st is just the beginning. Two countries.
Well, like I said, you guys, people are not about to be fucking with us no more. I'm telling you. They already don't. We're not going to be allowed to even escape, you guys. They're going to be like, nah, we ain't even taking no refugees, bro. Y'all got to stay the fuck over there.
Rich brings up a good point. Since when did law enforcement operations result in over 100 people getting killed during a single arrest? Yeah.
Exactly.
Because when I saw that, when they were talking about, oh, well, law enforcement teamed up with this. What?
Yeah, that was a whole bunch of bullshit. And it's like, it just, I lost my train of thought because I was stretching and I refreshed my whole brain system. Keep going.
Yeah, and this just, great. Again, Aaron Parnas, hardest working man.
I know, seriously.
We have some news right now. Venezuela is now ordering the capture and arrest of any individual who helped the United States of America in the strikes on Venezuela and the abduction of Nicolas Maduro. This was first reported by Reuters and really confirms where the Venezuelan government, the interim government, is heading. They are trying to now capture anyone associated with the capture of Nicolas Maduro, who actually appeared in court today and pled not guilty to a 4-count indictment. Now, I will say there are a lot of differences between what is being said publicly and what is happening behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, the current government led by Delcy Rodriguez, who was actually sworn in as an interim president today, could very well be cooperating with the White House and the United States. We don't know. But publicly, at least, the Venezuelan government wants to capture anyone who has been associated with the United States and the country. I'll continue to provide you updates as we get more information, so follow along for all the news you need to know about.
Yeah, but with this administration, what does cooperation with the government actually look like?
I'm not sure.
cooperation, or has this all, and I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but has this all just been like a coup or silently been building?
Well, that was a coup.
Well, that's my brain.
That was the coup right there. And so so that was a video that I pulled literally right before we pretty much got on here. That's how quick shit has been moving. I bet you if I checked my phone right now and look, there will be another update that while we're talking seriously. But yeah, these Venezuelans, I don't think they're like really fucking with this. I don't think they're really playing around and playing these games with us. And like I said, it doesn't sound like the rest of the world is either. So we need to keep our wits about us. And I really do think that I think other countries might just need to go ahead and step in. Sorry, because I don't think America is getting it together fast enough. I think we need an intervention. I don't think we're going to be able to help ourselves in time and be able to help anybody else in time for the damage to get so bad where the whole world is going to be fucked up. So, I mean, that's just me being real. I might be a little crazy, but to say that, but I don't know.
Angry Army Vet brings up a good point. More countries are going to follow this model, putting Americans and service members around the world at risk. It is a security threat. And something you have to remember about the service members too is like around the world, they're not all just in war-ridden countries. I mean, there are bases. There are bases in like every country.
Yeah.
And like that's so many people and so many families with their lives at risk, but they don't care. This administration is just trying to make us as sick as possible and as seriously as dead as possible. Like
yeah, it's ugh.
Yeah.
Is that the last one in this segment? Okay. Well, thanks. That was our segment there. Thank you guys so much. I've actually really been enjoying this show. I really hope that the engagement builds. If you are liking what you've seen so far, please be sure to invite a friend next time you come. And then also, let me just plug this. Thursdays, we're adding Thursdays to our show time. So Thursdays will also be at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. We will be having a show like this as well. So Monday and Thursdays. So we're adding that in and more updates on the channel to come. But yeah, that's it's 2026. Not all is gloom and doom. At least you guys get to hang out with us.
All right.
Inform you that this flight has been canceled. I do apologize for the inconvenience. What do we do now?
We will all be in the same line.
Give me a minute and I'll update you further. Thank you.
Delaying the boarding process due to ongoing military activity in the Southern Caribbean Sea. All flights going to the Southern Caribbean and Puerto Rico at this moment are not able to leave their origin of destination. If you do have any questions, please see us here at Gate 31. Once again, in about half an hour, we'll have further updates.
Breaking news, Americans are currently stranded in the Caribbean. The FAA has closed the airspace due to the situation in Venezuela. If you don't know what's going on in Venezuela, please look it up. I want to read some comments from travelers who are currently stranded in the Caribbean. I tried rebooking to Puerto Rico so I could take a private plane to school, but they also canceled U.S. territory flights. Stuck in Curacao. I've been here for 10 days and there's only so much the bank card can hold. This commenter is trying to return to Philly from St. Martin and there's no option. Stranded here until at least Tuesday or Wednesday. My mom is currently there in the Caribbean and was supposed to be flying home today to Atlanta. Flight canceled, got another one for Monday. That one got canceled. Delta has no flights there until January 21st. You guys, it's January.
Jesus. Like, they just don't care about repercussions that are happening due to their just idiocy. You're muted. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people stuck at the airport right now.
America first.
For holidays. I mean, like, that's a whole month away. Indefinitely. There's another one. There's a timestamp on there. On that video.
Oh, shoot. Yes, there is. Hold on. 4:18. Okay. Come on. There we go.
Entire airport is on lockdown. No flights going in, no flights going out. Thousands of people are trying to find accommodations. The airlines are not helping us. The airport is not helping us. Thousands of people had to figure out how they're getting home, but they can't get home because all the airports in all the Caribbean countries are on lockdown. Nothing flying in, nothing flying out because of the president y'all put in office. I'm currently at the airport at the Virgin Islands reporting live. Thousands of people don't know when they're getting home. All of us Americans don't know when we're getting home. You can't rebook your flight because everything is canceled indefinitely. You can rebook something and it's going to get canceled. Go try it. None of the people are helping us. When you call the airline, they can't help you. All they're going to do is refund you. No accommodations, no hotel vouchers, no food vouchers, no nothing. None of the airlines are helping us. None of the airports are helping us. Nothing. So all of us are just stuck with no communication, no help, no nothing. I need
just nothing. You are stranded. You are just on an island, just stranded. Imagine it. Even seeing videos like
you can pause it there.
So I don't know if y'all have ever been stranded at an airport for a long period of time, but it is one of them. So just a quick story, real quick. When I was in college, my college marching band / music department went to the Olympics in 2012 in London.
Oh, sweet.
Not
For
really.
what?
To play.
Oh, play what?
Like our marching band played, our wind ensemble.
Okay. Okay.
So like we played at the free parks, and then we flew to France, and then we flew into London. But the day that we were supposed to fly out of Philly, so there was about 150 of us, and we get to the airport at 4:30 in the morning, and we find out our 3 flights had been canceled to go to Paris.
Damn.
Because I guess it was like somebody found a needle in a sandwich or something outrageous. We 150 of us were stranded in the airport for 12 hours, at least 12 to 14 hours. But when I say stranded in the airport, I don't even mean the part where there was food. You were stranded in the ticket section before you go through security in the airport.
Oh,
We
shit.
didn't have anything to eat or drink for like 10 hours until some of the directors and stuff were like, these kids need something. And they gave us, before we could get tickets, they gave us like special passes through security to like get food and get drink. And
that's crazy.
Yeah. So, and when you get when your flights get canceled, you can't go through the airport. So, not that it helps, but it's crazy.
It's miserable. I just had a nightmare getting home from New Orleans. I'll tell you guys about that at the end of the show. So that's another thing that's happened. This is affecting us, you guys, and that's why I put that in there, because again, I'm so frustrated with the fact that people are not making decisions in according to the reality that we're living in right now.
Nope.
Maybe now is not the time to travel, okay? Maybe now is the time to stay your ass in the United States, okay? Because people ain't really fucking with us like that. Look what just happened at a drop of a dime. I mean, you could go back, if you're late to the show today, go back to our first segment where we were just talking about how now people don't have daycare funding, and because some bitch ass YouTuber and healthcare and shit is going up like $1 million per person and shit. All of this stuff, and people are still doing shit acting in some la la land. Why would you? I just don't get it. Katie. And so that's what just makes it so frustrating to me, because you can't fight a fight if you ain't fighting the enemy in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So here's something I just saw that I'm going to read. Being a sane American right now, it's like the United States is riding in the back seat of a car and dad is driving drunk. Mom is the Republican Party riding in the passenger seat. She knows dad is completely sloshed, but she goes along with it because she's afraid of getting beaten up again if she says anything. Some of your brothers and sisters are excited because they like carnival rides and think speed and chaos is entertaining. But you feel slightly insane because you're not the only one in the car who understands the danger everyone is in, and no one seems capable of stopping the maniac at the wheel.
Yeah, that's lovely. Poetry. Just, very put together. Eloquently put. Yeah. What do we got? Is this Brand? What's the other one's name? Brandon?
I think it's
Ben,
Brett, and Brandon.
Brett.
Yeah.
That's Brett. Yeah.
Okay.
February 5th, 2026. Lots of news today. Let's get into it. European, Asian, and Latin American leaders are condemning the United States following the attack on Venezuela and threats on other nations, including Greenland. Greenland's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen says that Trump is serious about wanting to take control of the country, warning, quote, if the United States attacks another NATO country, everything stops. The U.S. ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, told the UN today that the U.S. views any nation in the Western Hemisphere with energy reserves as a potential military target of the United States. Last night on Air Force One, Trump threatened Cuba, Mexico, Colombia, Iran, Greenland, and a second strike against Venezuela. Pete Hegseth has exacted revenge against Senator Mark Kelly for releasing a video encouraging service members to obey their oath. Hegseth censured Kelly, cut his military pension, threatened to demote his rank, and warned him of possible criminal prosecution. Governor Tim Walz has announced that he will be dropping out of the Minnesota governor's race. Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar is expected to announce a run for the seat. And there was a court hearing for Nicolas Maduro today. He pleaded not guilty, telling the judge, quote, I am a decent man, the president of my country. Spread the word and follow for more. It's January 5th, 2026.
So he just kind of laid it all out right there. After I ended up putting the entire doc together, then I saw that video. We could have just used that.
What's that thing that they use on Reddit? I think it's like TDLR or something. To like summarize. It's something like that. But yeah, he basically just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I wish I could have found this video.
That shit with Mark Kelly pisses me off so much.
Yeah, it does too. Okay, first of all, Pete Hex. Wait, hold on. How does it? Pete Hegseth is a fucking douche.
I like the harmony we had there.
Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker. So yeah, I don't like that guy. Mark Kelly is dope as fuck, and he's still he's like, I don't give a fuck about all this, like, but I just think Pete Hegseth is so dangerous because not only is the rest of the world looking at us like we are so vulnerable with someone like Pete Hegseth in office, like with the Signal Gate bullshit and with the drug dealer app twice, maybe even more. We talked about this a few episodes ago. Just the boats and the unauthorized ships and all sorts of just fucked up shit that he ain't got no business doing, that he should have been held accountable for a long ass time ago, made us vulnerable. The UK stopped sending us intelligence. Nobody is sending us intelligence. Everybody looking at us sideways, you guys. We are sitting fucking ducks and we still poking at, like, bothering everybody. We need to cut this shit out. For real.
And let's not forget that I believe he was a captain, right? Mark Kelly? A captain, sergeant.
Yeah, he was all that shit, and then an astronaut.
Thank you, Dally. It was too long, didn't read. I was wondering what that was. Yeah, he fought overseas, Mark Kelly. He was an astronaut. He also stepped in when his wife was fucking shot in the head.
Yes.
And didn't back down.
You're absolutely right.
And Pete Hegseth was, I believe, a major and maybe did stuff with the military every weekend. But then he was denied to go overseas because of his white nationalist tattoos.
Dude couldn't even get on a main show on fucking Fox News, bro. He is a weekend host.
So you tell me which one sounds more of an American hero.
Pete Hegseth is a fucking bitch. He a little bitch, okay? Fuck him.
All right.
Somebody need to just slap the shit out of him on sight.
Oh,
this makes me really upset.
Okay.
Fit to serve, unfit to be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of these United States. Donald Trump took to True Social and posted this little video that I'm getting ready to share you. This lie-fueled video accusing Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, of murdering his friend Melissa Hortman, who died at the hands of a MAGA psychopath, allegedly Vance Belter. And Donald Trump saw fit to share this. This is the president of the United States of America going full Alex Jones, causing people nuts in his frothing at the mouth band of misfits and deplorables to run away with this conspiracy and also put the lives of Melissa Hortman's surviving relatives in danger and Tim Walz and his family. Watch this and we'll talk about it and break down the nightmare scenario that this is on the other side.
Do you guys remember Melissa Hortman, the Minnesota state rep that had her life taken from her by Tim Walz's aide after voting to take away health care from illegal immigrants?
She was unalived in her home by Vance Bolter, who was later caught after a manhunt. He then sent a letter to the FBI and Kash Patel saying that it was Tim Walz who forced him to do it. Both Vance Bolter and his wife worked for Tim Walz for years in different states. Was Melissa Hortman unalived because she voted against a multi-billion-dollar money laundering fraud? The fraud that she voted against that heavily implicated illegal aliens, specifically Somalians, who have been racketing this kind of childcare, healthcare rackets and cooperating with our corrupt government. And today it's breaking news that the money laundering scam in Minnesota of billions of dollars for healthcare offices, child daycares, Medicaid, and various forms of care agencies. These money laundering frauds have been exposed, and it all comes back to Tim Walz.
I did what leaders do. I stepped up and I got the job done for the people of Minnesota.
Very shortly after this, she was unalived in her home by Vance Bolter. Vance Bolter and his wife worked for Tim Walz for years in different states.
First of all of that is just lies. This is conspiracy, Alex Jones style stuff. And the reason we know that is because if Tim Walz, after all, Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. He is the leader of the Justice Department. He put in place the Attorney General and the director of the FBI. If there were credible accusations that Tim Walz, if Donald Trump truly believed this to be a possibility, why has there not been an arrest of Tim Walz? If Tim Walz saw to this, he should be investigated and indicted and arrested and prosecuted and sentenced to prison for the rest of his natural days. And the fact that that is not taking place should lead you to know everything you need to know about what this was. A distraction. This is rhetorical bomb throwing on the part of Donald Trump. And it endangers lives. This is the harassment of survivors.
Hold on, he was almost done.
Of an assassination of a Democrat. That's what this is. It is the exact, there is nothing different between what this is and what Alex Jones did to the families of Sandy Hook.
All right, you can pause it there.
And it's coming from the president of the...
That shit is sick, dude. You're muted.
What is this? What the... Oh my God. Hold on. This is the perfect video for this.
Thank you.
Oh my God. What is wrong with
That
you?
helps me.
What? And people wonder why he dropped out of the governor's race.
Yeah.
Shit like this is dangerous to his family. And
Yeah.
he has already had so many threats. And,
Yeah.
like this.
That's some foul shit right there, man. And Trump posted that shit.
Yeah, and he just
making his
reposted
rabid baits just go fucking insane. It's disgusting.
And he reposts this like it's no big deal.
Yep.
And he probably thinks that it's funny.
Yeah, he's evil. He's a evildoer with dementia, which is like extra evil. Ugh. What are we doing? Somebody from another country, please come fucking help us, bro. Because clearly we ain't gonna be able to get out of this by ourselves. I'm just seeing that every day. And that was another video that I saw that was like breaking right before I started the show. Like this shit is he is tweeting at like a record crackhead pace. He's tweeting like a fucking crackhead, all sorts of fucked up conspiracy theories and AI shit, and just paragraphs, pages and pages along that ramble on with terrible grammar and weird quotations and capitalizations all over the fucking place. What the fuck are we doing, bro? And bombing people.
Right? Like I don't
know. Maybe I'm crazy. All right. So hey, well, we got through that part. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got some exit messages for you. This was a hella fun ass show. I really will say that though. This was a good one. We had such great engagement, and we're really excited for the new year. We need to upgrade our banner here, Katie. I'll do it right. Oh, I can't do it. I'm not on the thing.
Which ones?
Can you add Thursday to the Millennial Gazes Live every Monday?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna be live Mondays and Thursdays now, every week, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, and wherever in between or far above or below. So yeah, now you get to hang out with us more throughout the week. We're getting excited. The Millennial Gaze is making moves. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into the
I'll eat them all day. All day. Let's go.
Are you ready for this? Watch it.
Shit, we got. They literally act like how they vote. They literally act exactly how they vote. These creatures, these heathens.
These creatures. So that if it gives anybody any hope, that's who we're fighting. A bunch of dum-dums.
You know, I wonder when they're punching themselves in the head if they feel anything rattling around in there.
Dude, that one dude was like already cockeyed. He needs to knock his eyeballs back straight.
Hey, Deanna, that's like that line in Christmas Vacation where it's like, she hit a pole, eyes go cross. She gets kicked by a mule, eyes go back. You gotta get
yeah, pretty much.
By a mule, sir.
Yeah. So if that gives you any comfort, that is our enemy. I think we can do that. Oh, I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie, but it's right on time.
They're so anti-dictators. Imagine if America was a dictatorship. You could let 1% of the people have all the nation's wealth. You could help your rich friends get richer by cutting their taxes and bailing them out when they gamble and lose. You could ignore the needs of the poor for healthcare and education. Your media would appear free, but would secretly be controlled by one person and his family. You could wiretap phones. You could torture foreign prisoners. You could have rigged elections. You could lie about why you go to war. You could fill your prisons with one particular racial group, and no one would complain. You could use the media to scare the people into supporting policies that are against their interests. I know this is hard for you Americans to imagine, but please try. Why are you?
Hold on. I gotta find it. Where did it go? There it is.
A what now?
Yikes.
That movie is like literally what? Like, is that a documentary?
Yeah. I mean, we know it's not because of Sacha Baron Cohen, but
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. So this is if whoever's still here, if you're interested in my trip to New Orleans, I'm gonna share a little bit of that with you before we get out of here. So yeah, I went, if you don't know, I went to New Orleans and hung out with Don Lemon for New Year's Eve. And so this is a picture of me and Don. I flew out there. Just hit that next one. That's a cute picture. That's Rich, who was in the chat today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then so yeah, we're friends. I met a lot of craft people at the craft market. So we were smoking weed over there in the craft market. That's the guitarist. I don't remember anybody's name, but this dude was shredding on the guitar. Amazing guitarist, like fucking awesome. And so just so you guys know, I was just bouncing around like back and forth so basically, hold on, slow down, Katie.
Sorry.
Slow down. Okay. So basically what I was doing was so it was like the street was cut like benched off pretty much, like it was all a Frenchman Street. There were 2 bars. Yeah, such a great night, right? We had so much fun. There were 2 bars that you could have access to, and there's music on both sides. And right, like there's a bar in the middle, and there was like a craft market where Don was hanging out, and then there was like a dunk tank and somebody painting Don. That dude was really cool, and there was just so much going on. And I line danced in the middle of the street. I was just bouncing around all over the place. And then I met Rich and Alexis, who recognized me from Don Lemon's show. And so then we just ended up tag teaming throughout the night, and we was just hanging out. And yeah, we just Alexis sent me Z-Biotics. It's downstairs, but that was really sweet. I just got it today, and I was like, huh? What's this? This is so weird. I didn't order no Z-Biotics. I forgot that I made such really good friends. And the experience was just so nice. It was like really something I needed. I'm 33. I got out of my divorce and just kind of felt like I couldn't travel because I couldn't drive anywhere really anymore. I've been stuck financially, and so just being able to kind of do that, it was the first time I've ever flown anywhere like by myself. And traveled by myself alone, and I felt really safe there, and just met so many cool people, and just was able to shine and just let loose and have a good time, even amongst all this bullshit that's going on. You could go to the next photo. I don't even remember who this dude was, but he looked cool, and I wanted to take a picture. And that guy was really nice. I remember having a nice conversation with him as well. These are just all the people I like I said, I was bouncing around like it was nothing. That's Alexis right there with the purple. Yeah, that was, everybody was dressed so sharp. I wish I could have dressed more, but I was leaving right back to the airport, so I couldn't do that. I just had to be as comfortable as possible in low, just kind of maintenance there. Yeah, more craft market people. Tuba guy. Yeah, he was cool. I really liked him. Had a conversation. There's a tarot reader there as well.
There you go.
And that's how me and Rich met. Really, that's how we connected. Oh yeah, so this is like the party in the street where we're not playing the sound and music because just for copyright on YouTube. But yeah, there's a dude on stilts in the nice Native American powwow garb. That was really dope. And yeah, it was just such good energy, man. I needed it. Oh, she was lovely, so pretty. I just loved how everybody was dressed. That dude was fucking awesome. I still got to send him that picture. He was like, send me that picture, but I don't remember his Instagram anymore. Oh, that's DJ Jubilee. He said I'm supposed to know who he is. I didn't know who he is. I felt bad. But I was like, well, now I know who you are. Apparently he's like a really famous DJ or something. I did meet DL Hughley, but I don't have any pictures with him. But he was cool as well. And then is that it? Yeah, that's just like the parade. That's kind of right when I got there. I was eating a hot dog while that was going on at the spot behind me. And that's a picture that kind of got cut off on Instagram of Alexis and Dawn. And I'm over there on the side. And that apparently that's Tina.
I love this picture.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it cute? Yeah, it's a cute picture. I love it.
It's so cute. And he's been shouting you out on the show too.
I know. He said I was pretty. Oh, go back to my Instagram. There's one more video. So there's a video, I think, right next to this post. Right, go down. I just saw it. Right there. Boop, ba-doop, boop, ba-doop. Yep. This is what you're talking about.
I mean, look at me. Oh my gosh. Do you think, what is that outfit, Don? Hilarious. Hilarious. May, can I tell you, I told May this when I saw her. The TV doesn't do her justice. She is, I mean, not that she looks bad on the stream, but May is gorgeous and she's tall. And I said, and you smell good. I mean, she was really a lot of fun. I didn't get to talk to her as much as I wanted to talk to her. So thank you, May Money, for coming with your beautiful self. I think that's when I was telling her right there. That's when I was telling her. It's like, oh my God, you're gorgeous. Anyway, she's a beautiful soul. There we go. Oh, amazing.
May and Alexis.
Alexis and my friend Tina behind. Thank you. The funny thing is that I was being escorted back and forth, and some people didn't realize. I'm like, we're streaming now, and they just wanted to talk to me and have a conversation. I guess you guys probably heard that. I'm like, I gotta go over there. So hi, May and Alexa. Oh, there's May and Alexa again. Hi, two beautiful ladies. May said she took like a red eye and then came. Who's this?
That's okay. So yeah, so that was just a really good time, and Don is really good people. I will say this. Oh, thank you. He just hamming me up. He just hammed me up like and slathered oil like he trying to roast me. And so I was like, oh. But yeah, no, good people. And one thing I will say is Don like really has people gravitate towards him, like good people.
Mm-hmm.
I like he really like has like a gravitational pull. I mean, me and Katie met on his show. You know what I mean? Like,
I've always been a fan of Don's. Like, I've been a fan of his since for a long time. And when he got like cut off of CNN, I was so pissed. And then I don't even know how I stumbled across like his page, and I was like, oh my God, he has a YouTube page. And then it was just so nice to see him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm always on YouTube, so it was in my algorithm kind of put me right there. But yeah, no, but I will say that just good people all around. Everybody, literally every single person that I met, except for the Uber driver coming home, was just amazing. And I just felt so safe. I went out there by myself and felt completely comfortable and completely safe where I was at. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And so
by yourself is definitely scary. I've done it a couple times.
For sure. I had my whistle on and everything, and I was making sure I was like had my wits about you, about myself.
It's different too. Like I've traveled by myself in the car. I've gone to like there's like this big saxophone convention that happens every year near DC that I've gone to the last few years. I'm not going this year just because of pregnancy and it's too much to do by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But driving is a lot different than flying by yourself. And I've flown
For sure.
by myself too. And it's definitely scary, but as long as you surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever flown by myself and did something like that by myself. And it was very like freeing for me. I really needed it. And I knew I would be safe. And I really came out with a lot from that experience. I'll never forget. It was so much fun. And I hope I have more times like that. And maybe Katie can pull up next time we have a party like that. And we can all, I hope he does like, you know, the, what is that? Those things he be doing at like city wineries and all those things. Hell, if he pull up over here, of course I'm gonna, you know, go to those events, you know. So that won't be the only time we'll be able to have contact with them. And I hope that more people from like our community get to like hang out.
And
But
he is really great, like when you're on the show as a legend.
Yeah. He's just regular people, really.
And he wants to know what you're thinking, and he wants to know your views, and he shows that it does matter to him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It wouldn't be so successful if he didn't actually care. It wouldn't work. It like he really has the formula for it because he cares about. He really cares about the work that he's doing, and not just like money and all that bullshit, you know.
And even when he was on CNN, you could tell that he still cared. So
Absolutely.
One more thing before we go.
Oh yeah, let's check. Let's see.
I believe they added a new category.
War crimes.
Nationalism is now just a whole thing.
Oh geez.
Hollowing state.
Yep.
Oh, they've separated attacking science and attacking education. That's what it is.
Oh shit.
Because now there's so many that it's like, well, gotta separate it. And I think I checked this on Saturday when I did my live, and I think it was 21:21 then, and it's 21:38 now.
Yeah, last time I checked it was like low 21. So yep, well.
Yes, Lizzie, the one in Shenandoah, I've gone the last couple years. I usually see, she'll only know this, but I usually see Dr. Murphy there. But I'm not going this year.
One more thing, can you look at the Project 2025 part? Can you go to that tracker?
Yeah, let me see.
I really had a good time. And oh yeah, Rich said the craziest tarot reading he ever had.
So we are now at 51%.
51? No, we were at 50. No, that's bad.
It is 1,110 days till the end of his term.
Oh Jesus. Man, please let a Big Mac patty whack on this motherfucker for real, man. Whew.
And do not give this dog a bone. Like, oh God.
Yeah, I gave tarot readings. That's how I meet like a lot of friends. Is like,
hey, your one that you gave me was pretty accurate. So,
but yeah, no, thank you guys so much for being here. Anything else to add in, Katie? Oh wait, no, you guys. One more thing. I got to tell you about my ride home because it has to do with the airport story that we were telling. So. And I'll just make it quick. So I left New Orleans like pretty much right after the party. I hung out with some people and just called a car home. Uber driver was an asshole, but whatever. I got to the airport right on time and couldn't land in San Diego. They had me flying around for like 2 hours in circles because we couldn't land in San Diego because of hella bad weather. And then so we landed in Tucson, and then we had to stop in Tucson, and there was a United airline plane going to San Francisco, and they were like, we can transfer you from airline to airline, you know, if sometimes like they'll do that. And I was like, okay, let me ask. But the line was so fucking long that we couldn't, the plane left to San Francisco before we could even ask if we transferred over. I met this really nice, like, Asian girl who was also going to Oakland. So we were like trying to go the same way. So we teamed up and just made sure to stick together. And then we ended up having to wait 5 hours, and they were trying to get us to go back to San Diego. I'm like, bitch, that's the wrong way. I'm trying to go to Oakland. I ain't even trying to go to San Diego. Like, can we go somewhere else?
I want to go north.
Right. And so they gave us a flight to LAX, but we had to wait. Like, we were waiting there like for like 5 hours at Tucson, right?
Yeah.
So I just took a nap there and then got on the plane to LAX, flew there. That was like a good hour and a half or so, and then landed there. And then the plane from LAX to Oakland was delayed 2 hours.
I remember the one time I went to, I flew to, I think it was Savannah, Georgia, to go to a friend's wedding. I don't know if Deanna's still in the chat, but this is her wedding. And I was coming home from Georgia, and I had to wake up at like balls early in the morning. I think I had to be out the door of the house that I was staying at in South Carolina at like 3 a.m. to get to the airport by 5. I get to the airport, and like right as I'm pulling up, I get a notification that my flight was canceled.
Ugh.
And I'm like, and I had to sit in the airport for like 5 hours just waiting for the flight to go home. And I had to like text all my family and be like, because my husband was picking me up at the airport, and I'm like, oh God. And all this while I had a broken foot.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was a hot mess.
Yeah, well, you know, the flight attendants was very nice. One of the dudes at the bar had extra chicken nuggets and fries, like that got messed up. Gave me that, so I had some food. And then the lady on one of the planes comped me a champagne just for being exhausted. And then she was like, I was like, can I get a parachute? Can you guys just fly over Oakland? And then I'll just hop out. Y'all ain't gotta land. It's all good. Don't even gotta land. I'll just woo right out. But I did get home. It just was a lot. I was tired when I got home.
Deluge. I would have driven, but it was too much on my foot to drive that far.
Oh yeah.
Because like,
and I'm like, I need to get over state lines. If I'm gonna be stuck somewhere, I don't want to be not in the state that I'm from. Like, y'all need to take me back to California. I don't know what the fuck y'all be doing over here in Arizona. But yeah, anyway, it was a really great time. But that's the end of our show, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. And just a reminder, we will be here on Thursday, same time, 4:30. I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about once we get there. But we also got Katie's Corner. So check out Katie's, her individual show. I also have May Money Sideshow. Sometimes I'll be popping up on there. We got Substack articles. Our Instagram is always popping. And
we're gonna try to post just like into some individual clips.
Yeah, and clips and everything. We're getting this shit running.
Share them, tell people about them, about us, and all that fun stuff. But tonight was really fun.
Hell yeah. So anyway, let's make it more fun by making it more people being here and stuff. All right, anyway, y'all, I'm fucking tired. I'm hungry. I want to smoke some weed. Even though I was doing that the entire time. All right, keep it gangster.
I'm all of those things minus smoking weed, because that wouldn't be great for me right now. But
yeah.
Take care of yourselves, everybody.
Love y'all. Keep it gangster out.
All I said was there's evil afoot.
Evil!